Hello and welcome to Pokemon Part 47. And first off, we're back in the shopping centre, and I'm going to buy a few Carbos here to raise the base stat of speed in my Pokemon. Now, the idea being that I've got some tough battles coming up, and I want to make sure my Pokemon go first. Now, granted, I didn't take a professional competitive approach when recording this playthrough, but I thought since there's some stat-based vitamins here, I'll just use it to boost the speed of my Pokemon. You know, it's not really sophisticated. It's not like EV training. And when I caught these Pokemon, I just caught the first ones I got. I didn't even bother looking at their stats. But just in case, I want to make sure my Pokemon, when they fight some difficult enemies, I want to make sure that they at least go first. Other than that, I'm not really putting too much thought into it, but again, like I said, since there's Carbos here, I might as well take advantage of it. Now, when it comes to these vitamins, it does actually raise the happiness of your Pokemon. Well, I think there's a limit. As I remember, this could be only true for previous generations, but I think you can only feed your Pokemon like 10 or 11 different vitamins. Then after that, it stops having an effect. Anyway, here comes to Opelucid City. I still don't know how to say it. And as soon as we get here, we are greeted by Alda, and it seems the Plasma Party are having another rally. Now, this is the sort of last town we'll visit before we head on to the final part of the story, and of course there are like the people are saying, this is the this city has the dragon type gym, so yeah, very similar to Gen 2 in that respect, because in Gen 2 dragon was the type of choice for the 8th gym leader there. Yeah, Pokemon seems to definitely build up dragons as this sort of ultimate type. But now we're gonna have to get some fairies to kick their ass. Is it true? Without Pokemon, I'll be lonely and sad. Oh, I love that. It's like all the the lives of the people who live in the city do revolve around Pokemon. In fact, this entire world, it's like Pokemon are the best things ever, and there's nothing else in the world worth bothering with. And here we meet Iris, who we met before in Castelia City, and yeah, she's going to be the gym leader. Now, if you were playing Pokemon Black, Drayden, the white-haired man there, he would be the gym leader. But since this is Pokemon White, we'll be facing off with Iris. Which I do prefer, because Iris seems like more like a main character. I'd rather face her, if I'm honest. That, and when you play the sequel, yeah, she has sort of a bigger role in that one too. This, I guess this is meant to be a callback to the first town in the game. When we first showed up and we had an introduction to the Team Plasma. But yeah, that face-off is coming quite soon actually. We will be going dragon against dragon. We just have to wait for that important part of the story. She just used BWT, as in by the way. I didn't think people actually spoke in text speak, but I guess Iris is technically a teenager. And so you'll notice about the buildings in this cities, they look quite grand. As you'll see in this version, Pokemon White. Well, how can I put this? But between Pokemon Black and White, the city actually has a different design. Like in one version, it looks very futuristic, and in the other one, it looks very old-fashioned. I guess one is meant to represent truth and ideals. And yeah, these actually don't look like real houses. They look sort of like temples or tombs. It's quite fancy anyway. Although, I guess if I'm nitpicking, it does look... how can I put this? It does look slightly out of place for Pokemon. And I just realised I'm talking to these characters over and over. That's alright, they're just going through the backstory here. Yeah, I'm just double checking here. In Pokemon Black, it's highly advanced, and while in Pokemon White, it's old-fashioned. And yeah, apparently you can have battles inside the houses that change every day or something. Well, this item here, the float stone. Yeah, I guess that's alright. Oh, the ring target. Now, if Pokemon is holding the ring target, it is vulnerable to attacks it otherwise would have been immune to. Which sounds like a weakness, really. But I guess the idea is that you're meant to somehow equip this item to a Pokemon and then sort of sneakily trade it with your opponent or something. Yeah, but other than that, this city is it's very simple actually. It's just a few houses and the gym. Other than that, it's not really too unique. Well, actually it is unique, but I mean it's not too complex. Now this guy's going to give us a prop for the musical, which, yeah, it's not really something I bothered with. Do you even remember the contests? I don't. I think I did it in like a part 16 or something. And the funny thing is that you see the citizens here, they're actually falling for Team Ghetsis' sort of lies. They're actually thinking, oh, maybe Pokemon would be better off without us. Ooh, the Destiny Knot, so if one Pokemon gets infatuated, so does their opponent. I get, that's very situational. It would only work if you know a Pokemon's going to use a tract. I know this is the house where you get triple battles, so yeah, it's good to use. It's good to get some last-minute experience. And I guess we're about to see one here. Oh, come on, Eileen. Now, I guess I wanted to show this off because it's got quite an interesting trio. Now, I guess something else which is kind of weird in this city is that before I said Pokemon Black and White have two different versions of this, well, this city. A futuristic one and an old-fashioned one. Well, the thing is, if you talk to someone in one of these houses, they actually point that out. And they say, hey, in another world, I hear the city is very different. And that's really weird, because I used to think all the Pokemon games were set in the same universe, but I guess each one is its own sort of weird continuity or something. I mean, I guess in Pokemon Black and White are set in different universes or parallel universes, but the events of Pokemon Gens 4 to 1 have still happened for each universe. If you get what I mean, like I'm sort of imagining like lots of lines, each one being a different timeline or something. But yeah, like I said, the guy, he does point that out. And first of all, how does he know about another parallel universe or something? It's quite odd, but yeah, each Pokemon game is in its own separate universe. I thought like Pokemon Black were the same story, just told slightly differently. And you know, that goes for all the different versions of Pokemon, but I guess it doesn't really bother me when it comes to Pokemon. It's not like it's some epic story from game to game. Each game can stand on its own, really, story-wise. What a boring living room, it's just got 4 statues. Oh, apparently I need to try a little harder. Well, whatever. Oh, here's the guy. Oh, that's interesting. He says I need to show him a Pokemon that knows the move Charge. And I actually kind of want to do that. It's something I forgot to do, but I'm wondering if we get some more insight into that whole parallel universe thing he's saying. Well, I'll say parallel universe, he's talking about time travel as well. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. I don't think Black and White are set in different time eras. But yep, that's pretty much this city explored. Please join me in the next part where we'll be taking on the gym leader.